Thaddeus, captain of the Osiris, and I fear this will be our last transmission. We are under heavy pursuit and have sustained critical damage. We are going to attempt an emergency broadcast drop in the Matrix. All we can do is hope that somehow this disc reaches Zion, and if it does, it's not too late.
Whatever's in that box cost Thaddeus his life and the lives of his crew. And I have a feeling if we don't get to it first, it's gonna cost us a whole lot more.
There is only one way to enter the Matrix.
We're in.
On May 15th.
You're here.
The next evolution of interactive entertainment has you.
Let's go.
Enter the virtual world of the Matrix. A parallel universe to the Matrix Reloaded.
Actions that take place in the game that you move through and play affect the film plot.
Packed with 1 hour of exclusive footage.
In the video game, there's certain information that you don't get from the movie.
Written and directed by Larry and Andy Wachowski, the creators of the Matrix trilogy.
It's a very special key, meant only for the one. Will you bring it to him? What does it unlock? The future.
If we fail, Neo fails, and that cannot happen at any cost.
Battle alongside the original motion picture cast.
Niobe, please be careful.
As careful as I can be.
On a mission that comes down to one question.
So are you red or blue on this?
In the war to save Zion, what part will you play?
What do you think will happen after that?
I don't know, but I got a feeling it's gonna be one hell of a ride.
Enter the Matrix. The future is now in play.
It's Morpheus, he just called.
He says he needs your help. He's got Neo. Why does he need you?
Shut up and hit the button.
The Wachowski brothers felt that there should be a Matrix video game from the very beginning. They wanted to make the video game directly related to the movie.
This is Thaddeus, captain of the Osiris. We're going to attempt an emergency broadcast drop in the Matrix. All we can do is hope.
Sparks, I want the ship's guns online right now.
In the video game, there's certain information from the film footage that you don't get from the movie.
Morpheus is on the freeway just ahead of you.
You get to see these other characters and how they interact and who they are through the video game. That's really never been done before.
First mention of the video game was that it was like a third movie. And it had this whole amazing, intricate story weaved into the stories in the movies.
Operator.
Get me out of here, Sparks.
Oh, I can't watch this.
You've basically taken Reloaded and expanded it out into two parallel stories, not just the film, not just the game. They're actually fully connected in every way.
Uh-oh, heads up, guys, incoming.
In the video game, we would perform a mission, and at the end of the mission, we walk right into movie footage. That movie footage would run directly with what just happened in Reloaded.
Damn, not who I was hoping for.
So instead of doing a parallel universe where you just basically see exactly the action that takes place in the film in the game, you get to see everything that doesn't take place in the movie in the game.
The Matrix is written by the boys, directed by the boys, cut by the boys. So they're actually directly involved in the making of the video game, which was their idea from the beginning, which has never been done before.
You have to make me believe.
One of the things that's really been exceptional is that we've been able to share assets directly with the crew, and Owen Patterson as well, because he was able to give us blueprints of things he hadn't even built yet.
The look of the game is of interest to me. I want to ensure that the video game, it comes back, or the console game rather, it comes back and feels like you are in the Matrix.
Larry and Andy insisted that the same, incredible kind of resources that are used on a film set were used for this video game footage. That meant that all the same equipment was used, the same film stock, the same actors, all the same crew. There were hundreds of people on this set, and they're working on a video game.
The brothers don't really treat the film scenes any differently than they would the game scenes. They're all shot with the same attention to detail.
Niobe almost didn't make it. We need you here. The Sentinels are closing in.
On one day, Jada Pinkett may be working on a scene in the movie. The next day, she may be doing motion capture for the game. Next day, she'll be shooting a scene for the game.
Presume that you were present during this latest act of insubordination?
I was.
This way, the boys could write the game, they could create the game, they could shoot elements of the game, and then the game can actually come out day and date with the movie, which couldn't have happened before. Wu Ping and his crew were working on all the fight choreography of the movie. We're also doing all the fight choreography of the game.
We used Master Wu Ping and his team to take fight moves to another degree. It gives such an enormous variation to the player. There's visual effects in the game, unique visual effects that are based on elements that they're already creating in the films, but that we get to reuse the same shot in a different way with different characters.
It's good to be home.
You're going to see versions of shots that you'll find in the movie sort of reworked from Ghost and Niobe's point of view.
You don't have $1 million visual effects shots in games normally.
Ghost created distraction.
Everybody has been able to work together to make the most incredible game you've ever played. You gotta see it. I mean, you gotta see it. When you grab hold of those controls and when you start punching those buttons, I mean, you'll see you can do things you've never done before.
Man, reality can be a bitch.
Tell me about it. We scattered the post office.
Is the drop still clean? Let's go.
We've made a game that has exploration, it has shooting, it has fighting, flying, driving, hacking.
And on top of that, you get an hour-long Matrix movie interspersed within the game that you can't see anywhere else.
It's a very special key, meant only for the one. Will you bring it to him?
What does it unlock?
The future.
The game has 3 levels of media. One is full motion video, which is essentially stuff directed by Larry and Andy. They actually shoot on their sets with the principal actors.
The machines are digging.
They're born from the surface straight down to Zion.
And that'll appear in the game, sort of DVD style. The next level of media, which is the interactive part. Those are also dramatic fixed scenes. The actors are based on motion capture, so the game will interact with the player. And then there's the game.
The fight moves we have are so much further beyond your standard kicks and punches that you've seen in a game. They're just sort of mind-blowing moves that Master Wu would choreograph for us.
When you're playing this video game, you're actually going to be playing his stunt actors delivering fantastic three-dimensional fighting moves. And the only way to do that is with motion capture.
They have these cameras, it's like 20 different cameras in all these different directions. Basically, we would act out certain scenes for the video game. And oh, it was a trip.
Why do you do that?
Past experience can never prove the future.
The Matrix video game has got more motion capture in it than any game I've ever seen. A typical video game would only take 3 weeks to shoot. We did 6 months of capture for the Matrix, the video game.
the facial motion capture on Hugo here.
We had all the major actors in for facial capture. You're just capturing their face, so then you can take that image and put them into many different environments for the purposes of the game.
All these tiny, tiny balls all over my face to capture every single movement of my face.
They'd go roll, and you'd have to do like the same line, 20, 30 times.
Dig in. Come on! Dig in! Dig in. Dig in! Dig in!
Both Anthony Wong and Jada Pinkett had to act together in this video game format, which is a strange format where they're trying to perform so that the computer can pick up their movements. You don't really know what they went through to get this, but they did it was a fantastic performance.
Oh, shit. So here we are, Jada and I, trying to do these very serious scenes. But I'm looking at Jada, and she's got balls all over her, and I've got balls all over me. It was kind of surreal.
Like using all these makeshift vehicles, like the Firebird. It's like this wooden platform with these foams, sticks on these C-stands that we're using as doors, and that's probably where I did my real acting.
Keep in touch.
This is all part of the animation that was put in by the motion capture. This is the final step of it. Now it's in the game. Instead of modeling in triangles like you usually do with characters, you model in higher order surfaces. So it's basically you model a curve instead of just modeling a straight triangle. You model the actual shape of the character. It's not necessarily new technology. The way it's employed is new for how to use it in video games. So the action actually portrays the matrix.
The things that we're trying to achieve with the game are a completely new fight engine where you're running on walls and flipping off the walls and doing cartwheels to pick up new weapons. We have all of that in this video game.
In this game, we're trying to actually go from beginning to end so that the fight moves end up being unique and different almost every single time.
Each character has hundreds more moves than the average fight game. I'm looking at 500-600 moves just for character.
On top of it all, the camera moves were directed by Larry and Andy, so that a cool action moment takes on that flair that it would in a film.
In a video game, usually they'll just stick the camera here and it'll attach to the guy's head and it'll follow him perfectly as he moves, which isn't cinematic.
Because they wanted to make this more film-like, we had Larry and Andy actually directing the cameras that are in the gameplay, where they exist as characters walk around in the game.
The other thing that we thought was really important was to make a driving game where you are as hard as nails and you're trying to get to your hard line in whatever way possible and bullets fly.
We're trying to take probably one of the greatest driving sequences with everything that they've done in the movie and bring a bit of it into the game.
Destroy them.
One of the other elements that was crucial to us was we felt it would be a little bit unfair to make a Matrix game that only took place in the Matrix. So we thought we'd do at least a piece of it that touches into the real world. So that was something that we wanted to do in the game, was bring you face to face with Sentinels in the tunnels.
Hovercraft is another thing because we had to worry about getting the ship down the tunnel at high speed and being able to take out the obstacles, but we have to worry about the squiddies. Animation-wise, the squiddies are very menacing characters. One of the other things in the game is we have what we call it focus mode, where this is when the characters free their minds and they truly show their full power.
I think one of the biggest surprises, which probably even surprised the Wachowskis, is just how much data we ended up asking for.
We recorded 12,000 or so lines.
A range of like 15,000 stills.
Enough tapes that I can stack them from the bottom of a three-story building to the top.
Plus 5,000 moves in our move tree.
A gameplay experience that's going to be anywhere between 15 and 20 hours per character.
There's a lot of things revealed in our game that this is the only place you're going to find it out. There's also some glimpses of movie 3, which I think you'll find interesting.
Sure. We just received an emergency broadcast from the Logos. She did it. The last transmission of the Osiris.
This really is the first story that's being told in multiple mediums.
Niobe, please be careful.
As careful as I can be.
We're in.
By having the story begin on a short film, then transfer to a video game, and then to the movie where it continues, it's a completely new way of experiencing the video game concept as well as incorporating it into the experience of the movie.
You need to see the film to understand the game, you need to play the game to understand the film.
Tunnel 7R confirmed. Follow the signs.
Sparks gotta go. The game starts out 2 days prior to the beginning of the Reloaded script and follows the Osiris anime. The anime ends, the game begins, and then from that point forward it goes to the events that start the film.
You're here. When you first enter the game, you can choose either Niobe or Ghost. Then you will encounter, like Neo, like Morpheus, like Trinity, and like Ghost and Niobe, you will encounter the same challenges that we encounter in the movie.
Can you sense them? The place is infested.
More snipers.
Ghost and Niobe have totally different paths they take.
This mission is suddenly looking very...
Listen, I'm gonna take the lead along that path to draw them out. You nail them as soon as they show themselves.
They are important, pivotal characters in the movie, and they have very important roles, but oftentimes you don't see them accomplish their missions. We in the game are the ones who accomplish those missions.
So if you play as Anthony, it's not the same game as you play as Jada. It's a different game.
This is the logo. This is where Ghost and Sparks and I get down. We are the smallest ship, the fastest ship, the best ship in the fleet.
In order to play the game, you need Sparks' help.
Sparks, the exit. Tell me it's close.
There's a maintenance phone on the roof. The phone is behind the roof access door.
Thanks, Sparks. Couldn't have been on the ground floor.
He'll let you know where to go, what to avoid, what to go after.
Shit, no.
You'll come up against the Merovingian.
Bon appetit.
You'll have to take on the twins. You'll have to take on the agents.
In the video game, you actually see when I get the call that Morpheus needs me on the freeway. I need to talk to Morpheus.
Niobe, he needs you.
Where is he?
Just follow the sirens.
Let's go. You also get to see the situation with Ghost and Trinity. You kind of feel that there's this, like, what is going on with them? Well, you find out in the video game what's going on with them, you know? And with Locke and I.
Niobe, I have something to tell you.
In the movie, you kind of get a sense that something might be going on, but they don't really focus on it.
I couldn't let you go, Niobe.
You also get an opportunity to kind of get to know some of the other characters that are in the movie that you might see, like Roy Jones, for instance.
Who the hell are you?
He has a fight scene with Sarah.
You do not truly know someone until you fight them.
It always keeps you thinking, keeps your mind open, and makes you work to figure it out. And it's like, I love that about anything, because that's how my boxing style is. You gotta work to figure me out, and then you still don't get me figured out.
Only thing you know about me is I was about to kick your ass.
There's a scene, a very sexy scene, where Monica, who plays Persephone, she has to kiss Jada and she has to kiss me. And in the movie, she kisses Keanu.
Yeah, Monica Bellucci.
She's like a vampire. Just instead of sucking blood, she sucks emotions and feelings from human beings.
I asked Larry, I said, okay, now Larry, now look. What does this mean? Like, what are we doing here?
You get so much more information, so much more backstory that they didn't have time to include in the movies.
What do you think will happen after that?
I don't know, but I got a feeling it's gonna be one hell of a ride.
I'm really excited to be a video game character. I think it'll be pretty cool playing myself, so I'm kind of looking forward to that.
I can't wait to see the game, I can't wait to play the game, I can't wait to see the films.
Dr. Feelgood can fix you up.
The world has not seen anything like this game. This is just going to be groundbreaking stuff.
If we fail, Neo fails. So are you red or blue in this?